Hey, it's on the realm, and welcome to a brand new series on my channel. So, this series is going to be a Minecraft series that is not roleplay related like the Realm of Death is. It's going to be a survival multiplayer that my friend LinkThePlumber created. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. But anyway, probably why you clicked on this video is it's actually going to be a multiple topic video. So it's episode 1 of the Plummy SMP, but also... Oh goodness. Whoa. But also, I am going to be discussing multiple different things this episode. So, along with being a very dear fan of Minecraft, as you can tell, I also am a fan of Fortnite and its storyline. So, as of when I'm recording this, there is 2 days, give or take, until the next Fortnite live event, aka Fortnite The Big Bang, releases, and I wanted to go over all of my theories and ideas of The Big Bang in Fortnite, and how I think it's going to play out, and exactly, like, my thoughts and ideas about it, and also my thoughts and ideas about Fortnite Chapter 5. So, basically, what this episode is going to be, at least for the Plummy SMP, is talking about what I just said. So, how I personally think the Big Bang event is going to open up is, well, it's gonna start with, it's kind of difficult, trying to play Minecraft and describe at the same time. So, I think it's going to start with us launching into space, via the rocket that Agent Jones, or Jonesy, strapped to the rocket, the time machine that got strapped to the rocket. I don't know if that made sense. Anyway, we're going to go launch, similar to the Chapter 1 end event, or as I personally call it, the end event 1.0, because at least personally, how I have officially, at least in my little headcanon, numbered every single chapter end event is the Chapter 1 end event is the end event 1.0. The Chapter 2 end event, aka the end event, is the end event 2.0. Next is the Chapter 3 end event, or Fractured, worst event in my opinion, and most of the communities. Then, so that would be the end event 3.0, and then this next one is the Big Bang, aka, at least how I call it, the end event 4.0. So, yeah, there's a lot of end events in Fortnite. But anyway, similar with the original rocket event and the original end event, we're going to launch into the sky, of course, with the rocket, but we're going to go into that, like, purple, cloudy in-between area, kind of in the Season X, trailer. I will hopefully try to put in a muted version of that in around here where I'm talking, like the purple stuff I'm talking about, And while we're in that purple cloudy area, it may just be a picture, by the way. Anyway, while we're in that purple cloudy area, we start to time travel all the way back to when the 0 point created the Big Bang. But I'm thinking, what if while we time travel, since the time machine seems to have been going a bit, I guess you could say, haywire recently, or at least during Chapter 4, Season 4, aka The Last Resort, it kind of felt like it was glitching, but at the same time, I feel like that could have also been Jones bringing stuff to the future, but technically the past, because, at least in my personal opinion, well, yes, the end event is not the end event. The season we're in right now is technically Chapter OG, Season OG. It's also technically, what's it called? Chapter 4, Season 5, Season OG. So, personally, I think it's that, oh no. Okay, with those technical difficulties out of the way, let's get back to what I was explaining. What was I explaining? Oh, yes, the seasons. So, let's say it was the time machine glitching out and not Jones actually going back to season 4 of chapter 4, and it was just the time machine being broken. Let's say it breaks somehow bad enough that it somehow ruins the 0 point, and maybe, I mean, this might be similar to Fracture, what I'm about to say, but we have to go find, actually, you know what? Okay, originally I was thinking this, but now I'm not. So, originally I was thinking, oh, what if we had to go find pieces of the 0 point? I've now decided, what if instead of finding pieces of the 0 point, we use the 0 point to reality hop to go to different realities, because we're trying to find the perfect reality for us to end up in and bring the 0 point with us too. That, in my opinion, would be pretty cool. And how, at least in my opinion, how it would work. So, if you haven't seen any of the leaks, which some of you may have, and I'm just going to expect that most of you have, if not, spoiler warning here, there's a leak that in the Big Bang event we will be doing some sort of a grind rail thing in the live event. I'm not entirely sure how that's gonna work, but how I personally think it's going to work, I'm going to hopefully insert some footage or a picture here of the Rift Tour event where we were sliding on that, like, purple and pink and blue, the colorful, like, slime thing. I don't know exactly what to call it, but let's say we're sliding on something like that, but instead, like, what the 0 point's little rift arm portals look like. That's the best I can describe it. I'm going to insert an image here of what it looks like. So, those, we're going to be sliding on those, and to find, I guess, the perfect reality, I guess we time travel while we're on those reality rift 0-point arms branches. 0-point branches is what I'm going to call them from now on out. So we're going to slide on those 0-point branches, hop realities. Let's say if they're bringing stuff back, because I believe one of the teasers was that everything you know will come to a conclusion or something like that at the end during this event. Let's say maybe we do some time traveling, and so we stay maybe in reality 0, and we end up with, let's see, in the past. So, like, Ghost and Shadow maybe could return temporarily in one of these realities, and stuff like that. But I saw another leak, again. All of this is just a theory, just so you know. None of this is confirmed, and it's lightly based off of leaks I've seen, which I cannot confirm if they're true or not. So again, spoiler warning. But if the leaks are correct, we will be seeing hints at some upcoming game modes in Chapter 5, being a Rocket League racing mode, kind of like Mario Kart, a, like, concert game mode, I guess you could say, which, I mean, technically they already have that with Party Royale, but I think it's also meant to be like a Beat Saber type game, if you know what Beat Saber is. Slash that one guitar game, Guitar Hero, kind of like that as well. Again, I'm not entirely sure, but that is where I personally think we will see all of these, like, Lego game mode, which is similar to Minecraft. Kind of why I'm playing Minecraft, but also not. I just came up with that tie-in as I was speaking, and I'm not going to edit this too much because I need to go to bed soon. But anyway, school and whatnot. Anyway, I personally think us reality hopping by, like, sliding on the 0-point branches, reality branches, that's how we're going to get the previews. So the entire event, I already know that it likely won't be the Eminem concert, but I personally think, what if that's how we get the Eminem concert, is a teaser for that, like, Beat Saber / concert type game mode, and then we also do the Roblox, the racing. Maybe we get, like, a brief sneak peek at a POI from Chapter 5. I don't know. Again, this is all just a theory. But that's honestly what I think should happen. And then, eventually, we end up finding the perfect reality, being whatever the Chapter 5 map is, or this could be a entirely different scenario. Yes, I know, I kinda just contradicted what I was saying earlier. What if instead we end up traveling back in time before Chapter 1? Now, some of you may be like, oh, that's stupid. Hear me out. I think it could make a good story. Be pre-imagined order. Goodness, sunset already again? Okay. Apparently I talk slow? I don't know. Anyway, Chapter 5 is Chapter 1. Technically, how Chapter 4 was pre-Chapter 1, even though it was pre-Chapter 1, post-Chapter 1, if that makes sense. So, The Oathbound, in my opinion, is, and many other people's opinions, was the Imagined Order before it became the Imagined Order. What if the Chapter 5 overarching storyline is Dr. Sloan and Agent Jonesy, or Jones, or Jonesy, whatever you want to call him. I'm just going to call him Agent Jones or Agent Jonesy. But what if it's those two trying to prevent the creation of the Oathbound / Imagined Order? And also, what could happen is maybe the last reality finds this new reality somehow, and this far enough back in the past of the last reality where the origin isn't the origin yet. He hasn't defected from the Imagined Order, and he's just the Cube King. I personally think that would make an excellent Chapter 5. Then, on the topic with Chapter 5, I'm kind of done talking the Chapter 4 end event, aka the Big Bang, aka the end event 4.0. Anyway, what if... so... There's been leaks and rumors and theories out there that we're going to be getting some sort of train system in Chapter 5. And I thought, what if they had it be a steam locomotive? I'm a bit of a train geek. If you go and look at some of my videos, you can tell pretty easily. You know what? I'm gonna get some spruce. Sorry, that is completely off topic. So, what if it's an actual... I don't need those. What if it's an actual, like, proper steam locomotive? And so you have to, like, properly take care of the steam locomotive, and the player is the one driving it. Well, yes, I know it would be better just having it run around the island on its own. What if it's one that you drive? It's already pre-coupled. You don't have to couple it to the coaches or anything, the passenger cars, whatever you want to call them. But if you let the water run too low, the boiler will explode, causing you to have to constantly figure out, do I need to stop here for water? And stuff like that. I personally think it would be pretty cool. The carriages would have, like, luggage racks where you would search them, just kind of built into the train carriages. But, one thing that I personally also think is that that would be a bit far-stretched. But honestly, I don't care too much. Because I'm a little obsessed with trains, and that would be, in my opinion, a pretty cool system for Chapter 5. Anyway, let's move on to some fake leaks that I personally created for the Big Bang event. So I'm gonna cut ahead into the video to where I have them pulled up. Alright, so this is on a Discord server I have, basically about the news and whatnot about Fortnite. Anyway, I'm going to read this in my best Dr. Sloan impression. It's probably not going to be that great, but I will try. Jones, I feel like I've recorded this message thousands of times, and hopefully you're about to strap the time machine to the rocket as you're hearing this. And if you're not, I will hunt you down and personally kill you. The Big Bang needs to happen for my plan to work. And if my plan does work, we hopefully will be at peace. No last reality, no world-eating gods. Nobody will harm the 0 point. That is if my plan works, but I cannot guarantee anything. All I know is I've done my part. Now it's time for you to do your part. If you do your part when it needs to be done without delay, you will do it on 12:02 at 2 o'clock p.m. MST, or 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Here is the next one. Jones, it's Sloan again. Our mission is going to affect everything we know. But it's worth the risk to save ourselves and the 0 point. Next one. Jones, it feels like I've recorded this message quadrillions of times, but our mission needs to be completed. If everything has gone correctly, the time machine should have been strapped to the rocket for a few days now, and we also need to start our mission with the Big Bang soon. If we complete our mission, it may cause everything we've ever known and ever will to disappear. And if everything goes right, the mission will begin at 12 o'clock p.m. MST, or 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on 12/02/2023. Anyway, those are the teasers, speculations for the Big Bang and Chapter 4, and that was the end of Episode 1 of the Plummy SMP. I will see y'all lovelies later. Goodbye.